good way to start. Nice big bump right there. Let's see, chat filter all messages. So right now I'm heading towards the Platte River Trail. I'm just going to take the Platte River Trail north from here. Let's see, what time is it? It is 3:03. It's going to take me almost 30 minutes, 25 minutes to get to the trail. Hey, Linda. Just another chilly ride on the electric unicycle. With no shoulder, that's always fun. It is chilly today. It was a nicer day yesterday. I was wanting to stream yesterday, but had a late afternoon meeting that ran late. So today I get to bundle up, got my jacket on, my gloves in my pocket. Wasn't as much fog or smog yesterday either. Much more clear day. I almost wasn't able to stream today either, but I just bailed early on a meeting. Well, I bailed before the meeting ended, even though it was still going on when I bailed. Gotta love late afternoon meetings that just pop up. Somebody sends you a message and said, just join this meeting. It's like, what meeting? What's it about? The things you have to deal with when you sell your soul. Some people just don't understand the price you pay. It's not easy to find in the fine print. I don't have a whole hell of a lot to talk about today. I think I just passed the Highline Canal Trail. It could be very difficult to read chat with that evil orb up there. Is that a school? I think that, yeah, that's a school. Hey, Steven. So I got more orange Venezuelan babies last night, but I think I lost 2 of them already. They weren't looking very good. I'm having a lot harder time getting the eggs before the gudgeons eat them. The gudgeons have decided they really, really like eggs. Wheel beeping at me. The Corys were spreading eggs all over the tank last week, but I only spotted them after they got eaten. I managed to find a small clutch and put a net over it, just kind of wedged up against the glass, between the glass and the Anubias, to keep the gudgeons away. And I managed to get maybe 8 eggs out of that. So still not a whole hell of a lot of success for those damn things. I can hatch gudgeons by the hundreds and CPDs by the dozens. Can't get a single orange Venezuela to last more than 2 weeks. I didn't put your picture on my thumbnail. Read this car. That evil orb. Good afternoon, Jenna. I think I need to scoot my phone up a little bit. The mic receiver is getting stuck on the gimbal. Oh, green light. There we go. Do we have a bike path here? Looks like it. I prefer bike lanes, but a bike path will work. As long as it lasts. They have a habit of just disappearing. Just a dead end all of a sudden with no warning. That's always fun. Yeah, I'm heading to the trail that'll take me back up to the urban nightmare. Slumming it in these Cherry Creek neighborhoods. Looks like I'm losing my bike lane. Can I go up that? Yeah, I think I can. That's good, because I don't think that guy was going to give me room. Oh, a magpie. So my Black Friday toys are slowly trickling in. Didn't get a whole lot aquarium related. Picked up a couple more auto top off units. A Inkbird.
Hello.
Hello. A couple of CO2 diffusers and another little 5-watt USB heater. Trying to find a USB heater that won't overheat that little P&W Aqua mini reef setup that I want at the Clash. Unfortunately, even at 5 watts, the temperature goes up to 80 degrees. And I really don't like warm temperature water in my when I'm not going to be there monitoring it regularly. I only go in 3 days a week, and it spends 4 days with nobody to maintain it.
Turn right onto South Clarkson Street.
Turn right onto Clarkson Street. So I'd really rather have the temperatures stay around 70 to 72, not 80.
Turn right onto South Clarkson Street.
I'd like to put a shrimp or two in there, and I don't want it at 80 degrees.
Turn left onto East Oxford Avenue.
What did she say? I'm going to be taking a left up here. Just great. He's going to have to drop off the curb. Do that before the pedestrians. Now, that's a 100% drop. No rolling into it. Anybody find anything good on Black Friday or Cyber Monday?
Turn left onto East Oxford Avenue.
For rent?
4.5 miles.
Did you just say 4.5 miles? Didn't think I was that far away. I did pick up some 7/8 by 5/8 tubing to replace my Fuvel 306 tubes. Get those damn roof tubes out, and I can put the inline diffusers I've had for a while in place now. I got both vinyl and silicone. I prefer silicone. It doesn't get all hard and brittle after the years. But I'm not sure it's going to stay stiff enough. To not kink at the rim of the aquarium. And there's just everything wrong with that statement. Alright, so I've got their ski helmet on down here where there's no snow. Not sure what that's all about. So yeah, I don't really have a whole hell of a lot to talk about. I really don't understand how you people that stream all the time can do this and come up with things to talk about. I did buy a fair amount of camera gear. Some new circular polarizers, cage for the camera, some extension tubes for the light stands. I actually had the gimbal on one of those extension tubes. So if I need to put the phone down, I don't have to unplug the headphone or yank the earbuds out of my head while I do whatever I need to do. I'm not sure it's going to work out all that much better. Let's see, it looks like I'm losing the bike lane. But I think we're pretty close. But I could be wrong. It did sound like she said 4.5 miles. It looks like we've got a RTD train station right up there, so it can't be too far, I don't think. Hi, now this is Santa Fe Drive. There used to be a really fancy big saltwater shop, I think, in that parking lot right there, or that shopping center across the way there. But I might still be too far north for that. Been forever since I've been down this way. Yeah, I think I am too far north. Now that I look, we're just south of Target here. This is where my wife and I used to come when we ride down the Platte River Trail on our bikes. Best way to get onto the trail. I think I can get to it over there. I should be able to get over here. And no, that's the Polish pottery place. Let me that way. So, yeah, and this shopping center, I think it was right there, was a fish store. Pretty big, fancy one. They took in my clown knife when it finished feeding on the community. That was one of my big mistakes when I first started keeping fish. Believed somebody at the shop when they said, "Oh yeah, that's a community." It was either they told me it or it was on the display as a community fish, and it definitely loved my community of fish. Matera Waterscapes. Huh. So yeah, the Polish pottery, we got a couple of things of Polish pottery from here. It's my favorite coffee mugs. Let's see if we'll get a green light at all. Yep. Now I can find the trail. I need to stop Google Maps. So screen's gonna go blank for a minute. All right, I'm back. Costco. All these relatively new streets through here and no damn bike lane. Really comforting to have that evil orb shining right in the people's faces as I'm coming up. Oh, this is stupid. Let's make more than a 90, then a 90. Go to the joint. Definitely prefer bike lanes to this. Weaving all over the place. Different bumps as you go up and down ramps at the entrances. And, behind this building here is the entrance to the Platte River Trail. This used to be a pretty nice little bike shop. Now it's a crappy ass bank. And here we are. There's the Platte River Swamp. Momo tea. So did anybody get any good deals at all? I'm the only one that bought anything this week. I did order some stuff off of Alibaba or AliExpress, but most of it off Amazon. I got one of the auto top off units from AliExpress and a really small CO2 reactor off AliExpress. Hopefully those will be here in a couple weeks. It's scheduled to be here on the 16th, but coming directly from China, and I'm surprised. Happily surprised, but surprised. Oh, damn it. There we go. So the nice thing about not really doing Christmas is we don't have to deal with doing Christmas shopping for each other. And coming up during our Christmas break, we'll be figuring out which island we're going to go to for our anniversary and making reservations for that. That's our Christmas presents. Haven't really had a chance to talk to Steph about, or too much about, where we want to go this year. She's been struggling with her health issues a lot, changing meds, so haven't wanted to bring too much up with her that causes any kind of stress. But it's getting to be time. She goes, I think she's been on new med for a couple days now. So I'm thinking St. Croix and St. John Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands, are two of them. Cayman Islands. And what was the other one we were thinking of? I mean, ideally I'd go to the west coast of Panama and oops, missed our plane, not coming back, sorry. But yeah, Panama is in the running as well, but the eastern side is pretty hot and humid in April and for most of the spring and summer. Yeah, we'll see, Stephen. Like I said, she's only been on them for a few days, so it's too early to tell. Some rocks. I think that's a quarry. Lots of ducks. Whole bunch of ducks. So yeah, last year we spent 2.5 weeks, I think it was 16 days in St. Lucia. This year we'd like to do a week on one island and another week in another island. Or do another 16 days and do 8 days in one island and 8 in the other. always wanted to go to the Cayman Islands, but I'm not sure how good the snorkeling is for Steph. She's not very experienced, so need to find something that has pretty good shallow reef. She's not going to dive down to see things, and if it's more than say 20 feet, she's not going to be able to see much. She's not going to dive down. Yeah, New Zealand would be a great one to... Oops, missed my plane. Today's climate, I'm more and more willing to do that. Not to get too political, but if they do confirm fucking RFK in for Department of Health and Human Services, I really worry about what's going to happen to our healthcare. And healthcare is priority number one for me and my wife. Our healthcare system already sucks out loud. It's pretty telling that nobody is very surprised about the CEO of United Healthcare getting assassinated. And a whole lot of people celebrating it. While I understand the sentiment, I will never celebrate the murder of somebody. I'm not exactly mourning his loss either, though. Having had to fight the insurance companies for the last 20 years. No love lost here, that's for damn sure. Yep, same here, Stephen. I'm very surprised it doesn't happen more often, especially if you pay attention and see how many people have their lives completely ruined by medical debt. Huh. Any Hawkeye fans here? Just the shit they do. Somebody was already making a joke about being shot as a pre-existing condition. Pasquale's Landing. I think Pasquale's used to be a really popular restaurant. Or was that Pasquini's? I don't know. I only have a passing familiarity with these southern neighborhoods. More golf. And a whole big old troop of flying ship factories. Kind of surprised I'm not dodging goose shit all over the trail this time of year. So I got my large R format printer. I fixed it a couple weeks ago and has been printing out Lowell's breeding baskets, fry baskets. So I've got 3 of them now. They're really nice. Problem is they make a hell of a lot of noise. The water bubbling up through that tube is very loud and does not pass the wife approval test. So I need to contact Lowell and see if we can come up with some better way to route that water when it comes into the basket. That's the problem with air-driven things. They way louder than most others. Way louder and usually messier. One of the nice things about Lowell's setup is it's got a small cap that covers the top of the outflow from where the airline comes up, where it bubbles into the basket, so that the air bubbles pop under that cap and don't splash everywhere. And it doesn't, it's not like the Fluval boxes where the cover covers the entire basket, so you can't feed the fry without taking that cover off and all of that. Although the Fluval baskets are quieter, the way the water comes in up that pipe. I don't know what the little pond this is. It's been a long time since I've been riding down this area. Do some off-roading. Oh, I know what this is. So that's, I forget the name of the golf course. Across the street there is a golf course. And this is a pond for a driving range. Over directly across there is the tees. And basically, they just go whack their golf balls into this pond from over there. And each of those little derricks out there are the distance markers. I've never seen it from this point of view. I've always passed it driving by. Come on. Gosh darn it. I freaking hate YouTube. Hello, Zender. Let's try to catch up with chat since it hasn't been updating for me. Let's see where we're. Okay. You know that weirdo, Steven? I'm not sure whether the collar would fit. I'd have to show you how the water enters the basket. Comes up on one edge, one corner of the basket, and he's got a couple of little baffles, and so the water comes up one side, hits the baffle, separates and goes around, and then out the sides of that little baffle area. That whole thing's all covered with that cap, but the noise that the air bubbles make in there, maybe I need to print it in PETG instead of PLA. It's not quite as stiff as PLA, so it might not resonate with the air bubbles as much. I've got, I think I ordered some white PETG. I got a bunch of white PLA now because I wanted a light color for the basket so I could see the fry. Vaxland. I think that used to be a fine gentleman's establishment. Could still be. I have no idea what Vaxland means. Or so I'm told. I wouldn't know personally. So I'm having to go top message all messages back and forth in order to update chat right now. Fucking Google. Alright, nice. Yeah, I've definitely tried different power levels, Stephen. I turn it down as much as I can and still get a little trickle of water in to make it even tolerable. But that doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of water flow. So yeah, I'm thinking about taking one of my USB pumps and just pumping water in, because the pumps I get are pretty easy to control the flow rate. They're still pretty fast, but I think I can send it into a T-junction, send half the water right back into the tank and half of the water into the basket to alleviate some of that, because even at the lowest setting it's still a fair amount of water, at least for fry anyway. The largest basket I might not have to do that with. It's 11 by 7, and that's why I needed the bigger printer. My small printers, I think 11 by 6 was the biggest. Maybe it was 11 by 5, I don't remember. The default, whatever the default basket size was for a 7-inch. YouTube's been broken for years now. Why do they need the little police trailer here? Bridge work ahead. What is this place? Floodplain. All those pesky natives. United Supply contractors. So I'm not too far away from where I picked up this trail on previous rides. I started several miles south of where I normally do, but getting close to the e-bike shop. So yeah, that noise is very annoying, which is why I need to get in contact with Lowell and see if he can either send me the not the STL files. I think he uses Fusion, so probably 3MF files, or if we could talk it over and he could make changes to that. baffle design. But I really prefer to print in PLA. It's much more forgiving and cheaper. And even on my big printer, which doesn't get the best quality, it still works pretty well. But I don't really think I need, now that I've printed a few of them, I don't think I need any more 11 by 7s, so I can put them all on my smaller ones. So yeah, here's where I usually pick up. There's Stranahan's, one of the more famous distilleries in Denver. Been here forever. You want some whiskey? The photography club I was very briefly part of met there. Distillery is a great place to have meetings. Let's go back to chat. Yeah, so here's where I get on the trail a lot. Damn it. This is stupid. Freaking Google. Alright, it's already hard enough to keep track of chat while I'm writing, and now I have to putz with it to even get it to update. It's not too bad. It is chilly. I did put my jacket on before I started the stream, but I didn't bother with gloves. My hands are not turning into icicles. Just chilly. Hey, look at that. It actually updated chat. Forbidden from getting hit by a car. Where's the fun in that? I'm getting pretty good at it at this point. I've had it happen enough. Thank you. It would be novel to get hit by a car on this thing. And there's the traffic we're avoiding. All that stuff going northbound. Loads of fun. Alright, let's see. I think I have a login to the co-op forum. I'll definitely check it out. I'm on his Patreon, so I was thinking of just sending him a message on Patreon. No one should be in Iowa. Yeah, they're not super fast here with those type of things either. The building trails and all that. We've got a lot of them, but it takes them a while to get them done. They've been talking about getting a trail from the town I live in all the way through Boulder and then down into Louisville. And I think they've only gotten the Louisville portion. That's been going on for 15 years. They've been talking about that and working on it. It took them 10 years to get the one done from Boulder to Longmont and Lafayette to Longmont. Unfortunately, they're all gravel paths for the most part, which kind of sucks for cycling. Great for dogs and just strolling. Yeah, but we haven't always been high as AF up here. Pot hasn't been legal that long. And Denver is not really that high. It's just 1 mile. You want high, you need to talk to Mountaintop Buffer Keeper. I think he's even an extra mile high, or pretty close to it. Well, I hope you feel better, Sketty. Migraines are the worst. Absolute worst. Speaking of hot mess, hi Foxy. No, didn't miss the beer garden. Don't know that I'm gonna make it to a beer garden today. Although I did find several new breweries that I need to visit.
Hey, no one asked you about that shit. Hey, how fast is that go?
30. You wanted to have more of a conversation, but I'm not really wanting to stop. So yeah, I found several new breweries up in the Louisville, Lafayette area that I did not know existed, or they just popped up recently. Oh, and several in Golden. I definitely need to, I think there were like 3 in Golden that I just found on Thanksgiving as we were driving over to the restaurant for Thanksgiving dinner. Come on, chat. Speaking of breweries, right there is a pretty decent, really tiny little brewery across the street there, across the creek there. I stopped there a couple times. There's Mile High Stadium. I heard a rumor that the Donkeys actually won a game there recently. Meow Wolf is there just to the right of that billboard. Overseas, it's a little brew pub there. It's okay. Latin American mostly, so a lot of Mexican lagers. Definitely catering to the Hispanic crowd, which is cool. But I don't tend to like their taste in beers. I do not like lagers and pilsners by and large. Yep. The Donkeys. You know, Chattanooga Egg's favorite team. And Power Field at Mile High. And it was Invesco Field. And before that, I think it was Sports Authority. Or somewhere, I think Sports Authority heard their name on it before they went bankrupt. Can't understand why they went bankrupt. Yeah, it's getting chilly. As soon as that evil orb starts dipping below the bumps in the ground, it starts getting darn chilly. Darn quickly. Elitch Gardens. I keep saying every time I go by here I need to go do a tour of the Denver Aquarium. I still haven't done that. But Denver Aquarium, let's see, right there. Chat. See, now I can't trust chat. It hasn't been updating. If you guys are quiet, then I go back and look to see if it's just stuck again. Yeah. There we go. Got her on the cyclist. He wasn't going too slow, but so there's the aquarium right there. Just slow enough. I need to figure out a way to get the font bigger in chat. Here's Centennial Gardens. We've been through there at least once. Let's go this way instead of going through Confluence. Just for the hell of it. More murals. Oh, there we go. That one's appropriate for this. Paint this starting to flake off though. Getting close to the time to redo that one. Speaking of Confluence Park, that's right there. And there's Cherry Creek. So Matt was looking for his urban ride. Here we are. Hop off the curb. Head over to 20th Street, go by Coursefield, and then head over to the train. Of course I can go a long time. How is that even a question or a statement? She was just trying to make you feel better, Matt. She knows what a delicate flower you are. Probably got enough energy to go for several more hours. You'll get used to it, Matt. Rattle around. Yep, there we go. It's like, come on. Somebody's got to be allowed to go. Hey, that might be my train. And there's Coursefield. So yeah, when it warms up again, I have to do another ride out to Golden. Visit some of those new breweries. Ozzie Street. Yeah, this goes through. So, just about ready to end the stream. Just a few blocks away from the train station. Playing traffic, make Whip nervous. Wynkoop Brewery. The mayor of Denver for a while, and then the governor of Colorado, and Now he's a senator. Hickenlooper owns, or used to own, I think he still does. Somebody busking up a storm. Gonna blow his lungs out. One of the many trees in downtown. Queso, there's a little taqueria, whatever they're called Machete, right across the street. Probably has really good queso. And it looks like that was not my train. Must have been the airport train. My train's coming in 17 minutes. So I'm gonna end this. I will see you all in a hot mess. Thanks for spending time with me while I rode up here. And let's see, this button, that button.